Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
This review is going to be a little different than the normal review that I would do, where I show you the game, the rules, and the components, because this is a game I just wanted to talk about a little bit. So Blood and Fortune is a game that didn't get a lot of positive reviews. About 5 years ago it came out, and pretty much everybody universally hated it. So I decided to read those reviews, decide if I wanted to review the games. I was a little bit unsure about reviewing it, but those negative reviews made me want to come back to the table, try it out. So I played it 10 plus times, and I wanted to see, do I agree with them or do I disagree with them? Now, had I agreed with them, I probably would have let things be. But because I disagree with them just a tad, I wanted to put a little bit more positive spin on this game. So what is this game? It's a very simple game. It's a very cheap game to purchase. So if you're a budget gamer, this is something you might want to take a look at because the game can be found so cheaply. And I think that it's a very simple card game. This is really all the components. You can set this little deck of cards in your pocket and, you're on your way, right? But is it worth your time is going to be the big question. I mean, there are a couple of games in this genre that I'd rather play. Mission Red Planet is one. It's a big board game, and you're going to have to take up some space, and it's not this portable. And you're going to have Citadels, which is kind of this portable with some extra stuff around it. So neither of this game is going to be a deck of cards, right? So in some ways, the portability of this game brings it up a little bit in the upper echelon. But, this is the artwork they decided to go with. So I mean, it's just more of an icon or an insignia than it is art. So the game is devoid of art, which I think takes away from it a little bit. I think this game had like some Harry Potter art on it, or maybe an IP, or something a little bit more party-friendly. I think this game would be thought of a lot differently and probably would have sold a lot better. But these little, generic insignias, as nice as they are, I suppose, it doesn't really bring you into the game or the universe or what you're trying to do, which is Blood and Fortune, I guess. So, I mean, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be offering cards to people. And you're going to have these rolls that will be out. If you ever played Citadels, it's like roll number 1. Who has this? This game's going to have a lot more rolls than Citadel has. There's a lot more things going on. It's harder to plan for that as it goes out. So some of the planning you would have in Citadels really isn't here. So that's why I say this is more like a party game. This is more like something that is going to happen around the table and the laughs, the guffaws, and you're going to have a good time versus something maybe that serious. So it's a tad bit different of a market. Now, I agree that the drabness of the game and the lack of artwork doesn't really pull anybody in, and it kind of leads into that stereotype of being boring. In addition, the negotiation that's going on is very hard to do in this game. Because really, the cards are just 1, 2, and 3. Nothing to get your blood pumping, right? And I hear all of that, but I do know that people sometimes are looking for a budget-type game. I don't feel like the game is necessarily broken. I would probably play with the special powers and all the rules, and just kind of throw everything in there and have a good time. I think it's more on the party aspect. People who might not want a party game, per se. You don't want to sit around and play Pictionary or something. But you do want, a game. So, a Codenames is more like this is up against than that. But you do like the different rules that are included and a little bit of the stealth and negotiation that's going in a little bit here. And I can see what the game's attempting to be. I give this game squarely a 5. And I realize that maybe the other reviewers gave it probably somewhere between a 2 and a 4. And I'd be a little bit more optimistic on it. Due to the price. If you get this game around $5, $10, I think it's well worth it. I think that if you're going to be looking at a $25, $30 purchase, I think you can do a lot better. But this is something somebody might pick up, get a few good plays out of it. Now, with that said, I think you're going to need to commit to this a little bit more. I think it requires probably 5, 10, 15 plays to try to understand exactly what's going on. The game is fast, so you'll be able to quickly do that. I don't think it lasts very long, 10, 15 minutes, and you're done. But, kind of jump in. The better games on the market, probably. I think that's what hurts this game. It's a solid game. It's an okay game. So many good games in the market, but that hidden role game like the Citadels and Mission Red Planet, I don't think there's a whole lot of those. And this would be one into that genre because there isn't many. When you kind of play those out and you need something different, this might fit the bill for you. It's a definite purge for me, but I could see someone could enjoy this, and so many of the reviews were negative. I just wanted to pipe in with something a little bit more positive based on our experiences. So that's what we saw with the game. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.